Hey everybody, Crow back again. I'm kind of free-handing it here because I got something in the mail. Well, yesterday, and this is my first opportunity to film it, what I got were these Atari 2600 dust covers. This came from Etsy from the store. I used post-it notes that the dog had chewed up. From the store Milu Macabre. I don't know, I probably didn't say that right at all, but there is the store. That's where I got these Atari VCS 2600, 7800 console dust covers, $20, and I actually got two of them in the mail. This actually came from a YouTuber I watch, and you include some free buttons here. The Atari Creep, creep it real. But yeah, these are 2600 Atari 2600 console dust insert covers to keep the dust from going into the console. You cared about that kind of thing, and I thought these things were kind of cool. But before I talk more about these things, let me go over to the computer really quick. All right, so over here at the Atari Creep YouTube channel, I just wanted to show you this. This is his YouTube channel. Go ahead, I'll put a link in the description below so you could go ahead and subscribe to him. Check out his videos. At least watch a couple of them. Thumb them up. If you don't like him, you don't subscribe. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll like him. If you like my channel, you'll like his channel. Except there's a lot more swearing and psychological nudity on his channel. So if you're into that kind of stuff, go ahead and check out his channel. And this is his Etsy store here. So this is, oh man, Milu Macabre. Or macabre. It's one of those words I don't say very often, so I don't really know how to say it. So yeah, this is the kind of stuff that he's got on there. Look at this, a mini classic Atari inspired joystick something. Oh, knick-knack. This is of course what I had pre-ordered. And then he sent to me. Basically takes them as pre-orders, and then as he makes them, he then he doesn't shit them out, he ships them out. Maybe he does shit them out, I don't know. Hey look, there's the dog. What do you have to say for yourself, dog? What do you have to say? Nothing? You nothing to say? Oh, you coming up on me now? Oh look, there's the cat just hanging out over there. You need to lose some weight. All right, so we're back over here. These are the covers, and there's a little note here. It says, thank you so much for your order. Please remember that every cart slot is slightly different. Take your time inserting your new disc covers into your console. If you feel any resistance, stop and make adjustments to your cover. Light sandpaper or a small file will do the trick. Thanks again, and I hope you will enjoy. Now, as a spoiler, what I thought would be good is if I pulled out every Atari 2600 console I have and kind of tried these out to see how well they fit. But I do have one that's up here, and I know that I'll need to file it down. Look at this; it's not even set in properly, or is it? I don't know. No, it was in there properly. I just moved it. There we go. So yeah. So if I take one of these, and what's nice is, what I do like is that he put his Atari Creep 2021 logo in there. Yeah, you can see that pretty good. But I know that it is a little bit tight in here. I mean, it fits like that. I don't want to jam it in there, so I will take something to sand this down a little bit. And I'm going to do that right now. And then after I get this fit in here, this is it's a light 6-switcher. It's the one I primarily use on this Zenith TV whenever I want to play. Usually when I'm playing something and I put it in a video, this is exactly what I'm playing on. I just take this down, kind of clear off a space over here and put it there. So let me take a break, sand this down a little bit, and see if it fits. All right, so surprisingly, I actually found ultra fine sandpaper, and I did sand down the sides a bit. And yeah, it's a bit snug, but it works pretty damn good. Put that in there, yeah, just like that. So now this Atari 2600 or VCS is protected by dust in the slot there. I wonder why it's not focusing on there. There, come on, focus. You can do it. Well, I'm telling it to focus, and it's not. It will not listen to me. Come on, are you gonna focus now? Come on. You're smart. You're smart. You're not smart. You're a smartphone. You should be able to do that. There you go. So that one's taken care of. So we can put the cover back on this one. And what I'd like to do is kind of pull out my other Atari 2600 or VCS models and see how well this fits in that. And I'll still have to sand this one down too. All right, so next up I have this six switch model here. I guess it's exactly the same model as the one I just showed, except this one has been modded with an LED light. I believe, yep, this one is also modded for composite out. So let's check this out. Gonna put that in there, and yeah, nice and snug. I mean, there's a little bit of a gap there, but you know, it does the job. I mean, this is meant to work with a variety of models, and I'm happy with this. It works just fine. Just out of curiosity, let's try the one that I didn't file down. Yeah, that needs to be filed down a bit. And next up, we have a 4-switch model, and this one also has an LED mod, but this one also has one of those pause switch built in. So yeah, if you want to pause a game, you can flip the switch and pause it. Something that was given to me when I ordered something for free just to test out. Oh, what the hell was I don't remember who it was now, what website it was, but it was also the place where I got the composite mods too. So these are really easy to install. That's why I have 2 of them like that, a 4-switch and a 6-switch. But let's try it out here. This is the one I've already filed down. Yep, pretty snug. You don't want to push it in or jam it in, but too far, but it is pretty even. So yeah, I don't think it would go in any further than that anyway. So yeah, that's pretty cool and pretty tight. And I have a feeling that this is going to be the same thing. Yeah, we don't want to jam that in. That needs to be filed down a little bit. But let's move on to the next one. But before we do, I think it was Game Tech US. Damn, now I have to look it up. Yes, it is Game Tech US, except it's game-tech.us. And I got these mods a long time ago. I don't even know if that's what's on the store or not anymore. But just in case you were curious, let's move on to the next one for real now. All right, next up, we kind of have a beat-up Atari 2600 Vader model. And the reason this is kind of beat up is because the bottom shell is busted. And the reason it busted, and I tried to glue it back together years ago, but apparently it didn't hold, is because it was something my dad shipped to me a long time ago, but he didn't pad the box properly, so this kind of rattled around and broke. Fortunately, it's only the bottom shell that broke. I could probably glue this back together, or maybe there's somebody sells new shells for Atari 2600s or something, and I could just get the bottom piece or something. If anybody knows of anything I could do like that, let me know. Maybe I'll buy a new bottom shell for this, because the console works just fine otherwise. That's how durable these things are. They take a beating and they still work. But let's see which one is which. Let's try the one I sanded down. Yep, that might be a little bit tighter than the rest of them, but it still works. It's still working just fine. And I'm not even going to try to put the other one in there, because since this is a little bit tighter, I'm sure that this will not work that well. So let's move on to the next one. I need to really sort through my Atari 2600 stuff and fix stuff like this, I think. All right, next up, I've got the Sears Telegames model, the video arcade, the Sears Video Arcade by Telegames. And this is actually the model I had when we were growing up. So I was wondered why my Atari 2600 said Telegames. Why doesn't it say Atari anywhere? So I was kind of confused by the concept that Sears would sell an Atari 2600 and not call it the Atari 2600. But let's throw in our cover here. Yep, there we go. Nice snug fit in this one. Same little gap there. I mean, it works just fine for its intended purpose. And you got the nice little ridges. I didn't point this out, little ridges there, so it's easy to pull out from here. Very fine. This is the one I didn't sand down. Yep. See, it's a bit tight. Just a little bit of sanding down, and that's all it takes. A little bit of elbow grease, like 2 minutes worth of work, and it'll work just fine. So we got one more after this one. And of course, it's the Ratron 77. Yeah, so let's try to dust cover in this one. Yeah, it just falls right in. Just kind of sits in place. It's a little bit bigger than usual, but you know what? Still does its job. Even the one that's not filed down just kind of falls in place there. So there you go. That is it. Thanks to Chris the Atari Creep for putting these on his Etsy store and letting me buy these from him. So there you go. Check him out and maybe go to his Etsy store and buy something. Oh, and if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. That's all I ask. All right, see you next time.